Hello, this is Philip making this video for whoever watches it, Dr. Rolltree or Brittany or whoever. Um, I wanted to show you everything about the horn so y'all can make a decision as to whether y'all want it or not. Um, of course, the outside of the case, like I said, it's just been in storage and it's not so good. I even asked the guy at the Straight Music whether it should be recovered or what. And he said possible options are, if it's a beginner, they could just screw the bell on and leave it as a fixed bell and get a regular case for now and then do something later with this or buy another one. But they said probably wouldn't be that cost effective. Maybe just get a new one. Or he said something, they sometimes make covers that go over the entire case or something like that, but not sure about that. Anyways, physically the case is good. It just doesn't look all that good. Just like I said, it's been in storage. As far as the horn, guy checked it out. Looks good. He said about the valves and everything, since it's basically hadn't been played for like 20 years, the slide grease and the valve and all that stuff kind of over time will become like a glue, and that's why you can't move any of them. This particular one I tried to move and the string broke, and the strings, they probably need to be replaced anyways, just because they're so old. But to get the valves working at this point, they basically would have to hammer them out and do what's called a chem clean. He definitely suggested that. At Straight Music, he said it would run about $150 to do the chem clean. I didn't ask him about the stringing because that was kind of like an easy thing. You could probably do yourself. Just buy the strings from a music person or have the band director restring them for you. It's not that big of a deal. But he did notice this. There was like a little weld that got busted right here. It's like $10 to fix. Not a huge deal, but that's functionally you can't really tell that it's even busted, but it did get busted. And I think it may have happened just because I tried to get this valve out and it was hard, and I left it alone. But I think maybe that's why it kind of popped it off. Anyways, like I said, there are a couple of imperfections in the bell. You can see right here. He said that's something that can be rolled out. They can get those out. As far as like, it definitely needs to be cleaned. Polish wise, he said you don't typically polish these things to get some of the scratches out. You could refinish it, but that would cost a lot of money. And there are people that do it, but they don't do it in particular. So, but the little imperfections they could probably get out. So the bell itself goes in the case like that. He said, you couldn't play it, but I know I just haven't touched it in 20 years. Should be in exactly as I left it, so which is in perfect working condition. So the slides, of course, like they don't really move, like they would have to be chemically cleaned actually. Working again. I can even have it sent to you, and if you don't pay me until you make sure it works. But I'm pretty confident that there's nothing wrong with it. I just only played it in high school, and when I got to the Aggie band, didn't really want to take it out on the field and damage it, so I used a school instrument. So the inside of the case, of course, is pretty good. It's just really the outside of the case that really needs attention. Let's see what else is there. I do have a mouthpiece for it. It's in here. But what else is there? I don't have like a mute or anything like that. But the horn itself is, again, the guy thought it was in really excellent condition. Just needed to be clean. So if there was any questions, let me know. Was like I said, I was asking like a thousand for it. Just gonna make y'all a deal. So because I know it's going to a good home. But as far as like getting it working again, those are the options. I can do it here, or y'all can do it. Find a place there, whatever you want. And then I guess shipping, whatever that would be. So, but y'all decide if you want to use this as an option. I'm glad to uh, let this go. Was kind of thinking about selling it since my kids did not decide to go French horn. So just let me know. Thanks.